At Tunisia Security here on Monday, November 9th, bringing you an update from Tunis, Tunisia. So the purpose of these updates and podcasts, the work we do on Facebook with the Tunisia Security Update, at the blog at tunisiasecurityupdate.com, at Twitter, all of this is to empower and inform the expat community here in Tunis, Tunisia. So we believe that with information, with empowering information, you're able to adjust your security as needed, and then just go out there and connect, explore, and thrive here. So a lot of these lessons and insights, because they're effective, can be applied anywhere in the world. So they're really a message for expats worldwide. So let's just get right into it here in Tunis, Tunisia. We have a few points. We're going to talk about 3 articles right now that we're focusing on in the news. The kidnapping threat here in Tunis, Tunisia, and also we're going to talk about personal security. So let's get into the articles. So the first one I want to look at here has to do, the title is, As Jihadis Gather in Libya, Tunisia Struggles to Fend Them Off. And it talks about the Islamic State group, the challenges in Libya, and how that affects Tunisia. So pretty interesting article there. But the point I wanted to highlight here is, it goes in the article, it states, Tunisia's security forces and military are more capable and have a clear mandate to fight terrorism than at any point since 2011. That's good. But their problem is compounded by the long border and deeply intertwined populations. So this article highlights and it puts it not just in terms of just trying to gather attention or scare people, but it really puts some good figures and stats of what are the challenges in Libya and how does it affect Tunisia. So this is something that we're monitoring here and looking at here. And again, how do we as expats adjust to this threat? So the article also says that for the Islamic State group in Libya, Tunisia represents a low-cost opportunity to disrupt a neighboring state. So this is why, as we got beautiful weather here in Tunisia, we're seeing a lot of progress. We're seeing a lot of positive things as well on the street and recently the Nobel Peace Prize and all this stuff. We're seeing a lot of positive developments. This is why, as security professionals and as expats, we have to always stay engaged and alert here in Tunis, Tunisia. So the second article I wanted to talk about, which has to do with a kidnapping that recently took place, is entitled The Serbian Embassy Pair Abducted in Libya, Ambush on Envoys, Tunisia-Bound Motorcade. All right, so here's a development. We've seen the last 2 weeks or so a couple incidents in Libya connected to Tunisia regarding kidnapping. So right now, the threat is focused on sort of VIPs, the embassy community and so forth. And so as an individual expat, I would say the kidnapping threat in Tunisia is low to medium. All right, but as expats, as informed and empowered expats that take responsibility for our security, we have to be aware of these trends so that we can make adjustments now. This particular article involving the Serbian embassy talks about how the couple was kidnapped going on the main road leading to Tunisia. All right, and it also points out that a number of kidnappings have been reported on the road recently. So not safe place there on the road from Libya to Tunisia. The last article I want to talk about is entitled "Gunmen Snatched Dozens of Tunisians in Libya." So this article talks about the fact that gunmen kidnapped dozens of Tunisians in western Libya to demand the release of a Libyan arrested in Tunisia. So, and the follow-up to this article is that then the Tunisian government went on to release this person, and so they did a sort of trade-off. So slippery slope there for Tunisia. So just to sort of wrap up this update here, we try to keep them under 5 minutes or so. What we want to let you should come away with this is be informed about this development taking place here in Tunisia. And as an individual expat, what you can do is empower yourself. And the two tools that I want to lend to you in this video are, first of all, situational awareness, and second of all, understanding your environment. So we talk a lot about this, and we have a video series entitled Personal Security, which you can check out, and it covers all of these topics. So as an expat, you have to keep up your situational awareness practices. And what does that mean? That's simple. It's simple awareness of your environment and making necessary changes. also not becoming predictable. Once again, we think that the kidnapping threat for a regular expat here in Tunis, Tunisia is low to medium. We don't see it as a high threat. But with these developments, we have to make necessary adjustments such as changing our routes, being more informed, knowing the places that we're visiting so that we stay ahead of this trend and not be caught in it, as it were. So that's my update for today. Please feel free to follow us on Twitter at David Security. You can also check out the blog at www.tunisiasecurityupdate.com. Also, feel free to send in your questions at either site, and I would try my best to answer them. Personal security question, travel security, residential security, or just general questions about the situation here in Tunis, Tunisia. I look forward to your questions, and I'll do my best, like I said, to answer them. Have a great and safe day, and thank you for listening.